concern of the U.S. has confirmed that nuclear talks with Iran will also go on ahead on Friday in Oman. White House officials said the meeting will take place at Muscat, despite reports that the talks were at risk of collapsing over disagreement on the venue and format. Iranian Foreign Minister Seyed Abbas Araghchi also confirmed the schedule, saying the talks will begin around 10 a.m. Friday, and he thanked Oman for facilitating the meeting and making all necessary arrangements. Now, earlier this week, officials had indicated that the meeting could take place in Turkey. Ajay, what really triggered the change in venue from Turkey to Oman? All right, I believe we've lost that connection with my colleague, but we are trying to get him back. Viewers, let's tell you the details that we are now picking up. The talks between the U.S. and Iran will continue on Friday in Oman. This is, of course, amid an escalation between the two countries, but talks are a welcome sign as both parties now ready to hold talks, and Iran has also given its confirmation for the talks. My colleague Rumi Mishra now joins us on the phone line to get us more on this. Rumi, these are very crucial talks, also coming after last year's nuclear talks did not yield any results. Can we expect really some progress be made at a time when escalation between the two countries are at an all-time high?
Yes, well, after a long tirade of conversations and negotiations that were expected to happen, the United States has confirmed that a nuclear talk with Iran will go ahead in Oman, which is set to be tomorrow. A White House official has said that the meeting will take place in Muscat, despite earlier reports that confirmed that the talks were at risk of collapsing over disagreements on the venue and the format of the talks. Remember, US President Trump as well as Iran's Khamenei have both exchanged a war of words, of course, threatening each other with strikes on the other country, but suddenly talks have been confirmed, which is to be expected as a positive change. Iran's Foreign Minister Seyed Abbas Araghchi has also confirmed that the schedule is of course set in place and the talks will begin around 10 a.m. tomorrow. He has also thanked Oman for facilitating the meeting and making all necessary arrangements.
All right. Rumi, thanks for those details. We're also joined by Ajay. Ajay, can we really expect some progress in these talks as far as Iran's nuclear program is concerned?
See, Iran has no other option, and definitely the same is for the U.S. as well, because the way basically U.S. is building pressure on Iran, that clearly indicates that things can be worsened as far as the situation is concerned. So that's why they are attempting for the talks, and U.S. wants basically Iran to cancel its nuclear program, because if they are not going to cancel it, then it will be going to be very disastrous for between the two countries, because we have seen that the way wars are going on between Ukraine and Russia, what has happened in Israel and Hamas. So that clearly indicates that war means that losing life and disasters only. So that's why the world is trying to pacify the situation, and that's why pushing for the talks. India is also going to play a very crucial role. And as far as the Iran is concerned, yesterday the news came that Iran the talks are cancelled, but now there are possibility that this is going to happen. But how this is going to help to pacify the situation, and how this is going to normalize the situation, that has to be seen, because we have seen that the talks between Russia and Ukraine was also going on for the last many years, that hadn't given a result. So that is the reason that has to be seen. But yes, the tension is gripping continuously. And the way basically U.S. used its special aircraft to sense about the nuclear program of Iran, nuclear weapon of Iran, that clearly indicates that the U.S. is having some apprehension about that Iran is having a nuclear weapon with them.